How's it going, everyone? I know it's been ages since I've put a video up, but it's because I ran into a bit of a trouble with my manifold. So I got a new turbo, Holset HCR40 or HRC40RS. Where is it? Hang on, it's in there. Oh, here's the compressor cover. HRC40RS. So they're made by a guy here in New Zealand, in Auckland, Steve Murch. So anyway, I ordered the turbo and asked for a T4 on the exhaust housing, because that's what my manifold was, and he came back to me and said, look, like if you're wanting a response for a drift car, you're going to want to switch to T3. And I was like, oh, okay, but I don't want to buy a new manifold because that's heaps of money. And he said, oh, no, you just get someone who knows what they're doing to cut off the T4 and weld on a T3. So I was like, okay, sweet. And then talked to a few guys and like, oh, that's actually a lot harder than you'd think, because on the T4, these pipes are like come up more, they're quite fat here, and then to get it into the smaller T3, they'd have to like bend the pipes in and stuff. So like, well, that's a bit hard. So then we were like, oh, maybe we'll just weld a T3 flange straight on top. But then you have to, weld all the inside of the flange, and it'd be a bit of a mission. So then, after a bit of research, I found that apparently it's a common thing overseas with trucks, is that they switch between T3 and T4 turbos on the exhaust housing, and they make these adapter plates. So these things are awesome. So it's the size of a T4 flange, and then as you can see on the top, that's the T3 twin scroll with the bolt holes there, and then you flip it over, they've like machined it out so it goes from T3 to T4. So that sits on top just like that, and then you bolt it down with these bolts here, which sit flush, which is, trying to do this one hand, might be a bit of a mush, but line that up a bit, anyway, something like that. And then these studs go in for the turbo, just screw onto there to make it a T3. And yeah, it's mint because it only sort of packs it up, the same size as a normal flange, which is what we were going to do anyway. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm pretty stoked with this, so I'm going to mount it all up and put it on the car. Anyone want to know what the kit is called or what brand it was? It's a Mamba. So this one's for a T4 manifold to a T3 turbo, and they do vice versa. If you have a T3 manifold, you can go up to a T4 turbo flange or turbo side. So yeah, I also got from Synco some exhaust manifold nuts. So like they go on these studs here. So I just thought I might as well get some new washers and nuts for that. And then I just got some nuts in case I needed some for the bottom of the these ones here that are holding down the flange. So yeah, once I get this on, I can put my turbo on finally, because I've had the turbo for probably a month and a bit now, which is like, I haven't been able to test fit it, so I'm going to try and attempt to do that tonight. Alright, so I've test fitted the adapter plate up, so that's how it sits. So it bolts down these 4 Allen key bolts, and then these are the ones for the T3. And so yeah, it's a pretty sweet kit. Recommend it for anyone who wants to switch from T4 to T3 or vice versa. So yeah, there's no gasket on it or anything at the moment. It's just literally, I just test fitted it up, chucked turbo on, see if it all looked like nothing was going to hit or interfere. So yeah, that's all good, and now we'll take it off, take the exhaust manifold off too, because that actually doesn't have a gasket on it at the moment, but we'll put that on and then put the turbo on, and then we'll be good to go. So first up, we're going to put on the exhaust manifold gaskets. So they're a triple layer, I think they're cosmetic or Cometic gasket. This is like 50-60 bucks. I'll just pull the tape off, we'll chuck that on there, put the exhaust manifold on, and I got the new nuts and washers there. So yeah, we'll get into it now. Alright, so I got the manifold all bolted up. It's a little bit of a mission because these ones you can't get actual spanner in there, so you have to like put this nut on first and this nut on first so it hits the actual tubing. So anyway, we got there. So over here is the kit I got for the T4 to T3 adapter. So it comes with plate, the T4 twin scroll gasket, metal gasket. Now it comes with a T3 non twin scroll gasket. I don't know if that matters, but I have a T3 one here, so you know, we can put that on. And it comes with the bolts that hold it onto the manifold. It comes with two sets of 4. So I think these are M10 by 125, and then they go with M10 by 1.5. So I guess it just depends what thread your manifold is. And then these ones screw down into there. Alright guys, so here it is, the new turbo. Like I said before, it's a Holset HRC40RS, custom made here in New Zealand by Steve Murch. So yeah, I pulled this off because I was gonna get this welded, but I'll have to I'll pull off later because I'll get that welded to there for the intake intercooler piping. Now the turbo, it's actually got the drain up the top and the feed down the bottom, so I have to just undo those bolts and clock it 180 degrees so that we can get the feed up the top. And then once we've done that, we'll put the servo clip on to hold the front compressor housing on, and then we can bolt it up and install it on the adapter plate. So I've got that on there now, got all that tightened down, gasket in there, and these sitting in there, so should be good to go. Alright, so I've managed to get the oil feed at the top now, oil drain at the bottom, and I mocked the turbo up on the car so I could get the compressor housing outlet where I wanted it. So now we'll mount it on the manifold. Alright guys, so I got the turbo mounted up now. So yeah, just got all those 4 nuts done up that hold the turbo to the adapter plate. So yeah, it looks sweet on there. And apparently these turbos should hit full boost between 3.5 to 3,500 to 3,900 RPM, so it's pretty sweet. As before with the old TO4R, I think we were up around 5,000 to 6,000 RPM, so it'll be a lot less laggy and a lot more fun to drive and a lot better for drifting, and it'll be less, hopefully a bit, well, it might be more harder on the gear, it might be less harder on the gear, less clutch kicks hopefully. So yeah, now we got to check if the oil lines, my old oil lines, work that off my HKS turbo. Pretty sure they will. If not, I'll have to get some new ones made, so I'll check that now. Not sure if I'll include that in this video. So yeah, that about wraps it up for this video. I'm going to try my best to get this engine in the car as soon as possible now, but we'll see how we go. So thanks for watching, remember to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.